The newspaper called the News of the World wasn't shy about bragging. Its owners, the Murdoch family, called it the most widely read English-language paper on Earth. Like a lot of things in the News of the World, that may or may not be true. But we do know tonight that after 168 years, the world is ending. A London tabloid collapsing under the weight of a scandal. Elizabeth Palmer has late-breaking developments.
The tabloid that traded on scandal for more than a century was finally brought down by its own scandalous practices. The paper, controlled by media titan Rupert Murdoch, who also owns Fox and the Wall Street Journal, will shut down on Sunday.
Do you walk this fast all the time?
I know when I'm running away from you guys.
It was bad enough when it turned out the News of the World journalists had been hacking into private voicemails, but worse when it emerged who their victims were.
We are no longer talking here about politicians and celebrities. We're talking about murder victims, potentially terrorist victims, having their phones hacked into. It is absolutely disgusting at what has taken place.
It all started in 2005 when details of Prince William's private life turned up in the paper. A police investigation found the royal phone had been hacked, and an editor went to jail. But it just unraveled from there. Celebrities like Jude Law and Hugh Grant discovered they'd been hit too.
You know, I think there's a national sense of revulsion here.
Revulsion that grew when a new investigation found a private investigator working for the paper had helped reporters hack into the messages of a missing teenager who was later found murdered. The police inquiry also uncovered a list of roughly 4,000 names in the private investigator's notes. And today, the last straw. The families of British soldiers killed in Afghanistan and Iraq discovered they were on the list too.
If these actions are proved to have been verified, I'm appalled and find it quite disgusting.
All over the country, military families are now wondering if the News of the World had been snooping on them too. Tony Phillipson, whose 29-year-old son James died in Afghanistan in 2006, is convinced that reporters hacked into his dead son's email account.
That was taken in Afghanistan?
He's now demanding the answer to the question everyone in Britain is asking.
What on earth do they expect to find? It's unbelievable. I can't rationalise it. This doesn't make any sense.
All the anguish and the outrage is pushing authorities to act. We've just heard that Andy Coulson, who's the former editor of the News of the World and also until recently communications advisor to Britain's Prime Minister, has been told by the police that he's going to be arrested tomorrow. Scott?
Thanks, Liz.